peeps? So today I was thinking about, as I was on my morning walk here, about being a nice person and the advantages of being a nice person and the disadvantages of being a nice person. I feel like I consider myself to be fairly nice, and I think that, like, in my life at least, there have been like obvious pros, but then there's like not so obvious cons that I've like kind of had to come across because of me being just nice. And those are not necessarily getting the things that you wanted or that I wanted in my life the way that I thought that they're supposed to happen. I think that, like, by me being nice, I thought that, like, people were gonna understand that I cared about this thing and that I wanted to, like, either progress or go further, and they were going to see the niceness and say, oh, you know what, this guy is showing up, he's super awesome, he wants to do this thing, we're gonna give him the opportunity, we're gonna make this thing happen for him because he's, so loyal, so nice, all this other stuff. And that just isn't really how it works. Like, I think like, you have to have a little bit of forcefulness in the things that you want because people don't always get it, And I mean, this is a lesson I'm learning currently, so it's not like I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form at this, but it's just something that I've noticed. Because of that, I've had to, like, sort of make a few adjustments in the way that I sort of interact with other people, the way that I, like, go about my goals, and yeah, so just a bit of an adjustment. Oh, look at that. He finally made a move. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Wow, okay. The pressure's on now. I really got to perform and do really well here. So I'm just gonna do that. Wow. I think that's the right move.
It's nothing to me to do it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, I don't know, it's like, yes, I'm a good writer, but I want to be an actor, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or, yes, I'm a great dancer, but I'm not trying to be out here dancing and jigging for the man. But, like,
yeah.
The things that I'm good at, or my ability to come up with, like, great ideas, like, yeah, that's cool. But it's like, I have to place more value on it because I'm, like, making sure I eat every day. I'm making sure, things are straight in that way. But it's like, I know I could be doing more. But it's almost like I don't have nothing to prove to nobody but myself.
I think that and this is the same thing that I kind of have for myself too. Is that, like, sometimes, like, I need to, like, ramp into, like, the motivation. Like, I'm not constantly motivated. That's right. Like, that's definitely not me. Like, I'm not the person that's, like, out here like, all right, guys, let's do this. Like, I'm just, like, I have to, like, sometimes coax myself into being, like, more motivated to do the shit that I like, So, like, but there's always like, in the back, like, a gnawing, like feeling that, like, I gotta do something. I gotta do this. I gotta do that, or whatever. Like, teach you something. You want to learn something.
Honestly, bro, I just like having the morning conversations because I think it's a good anchor to the day.
You want to get a bit of my knowledge.
Yes. Take from that otherworldly knowledge that you have while I consume my breakfast.
Wow. That there is maybe something to figuring out the balance between forging ahead and then, like, knowing when to, like, stick on the path.
Mm-hmm.
So, something like that, maybe.
Sure. I always wonder what the key tests of life are. Like, what the core tests of life are that everybody deals with.
Not, like, for the person individually, but, like, as a
As a human being,
Species? Sure.
human being born into this world, what are some of your tests that you're going to face? And across the board, doesn't matter who you are,
Right.
doesn't matter what your circumstances are. So it's like everybody has these tests, and I think like self mastery is one of them. I think consistency is one of them. Consistency in growth, especially.
Sure.
I think a lot of people plateau definitely after like college or after getting
High school,
whatever their
sometimes.
degree was. Sure. Consistency, I think, is where you opened it, right? Like being able to.
I mean, that's like one of the things that's one of the things for me that is challenging and struggle.
That test,
So,
But you're doing really well
I'm
for what it's worth.
trying to.
Yeah, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Good on you. It's very inspiring.
Focus and consistency, like, with that, you don't even need talent.
Mm.
I mean, that's like.
No, you're right. That's literally like, that's what all these motherfuckers are preaching.
Well, hey, what's up, peeps? It's Deji. Remember me? The dude that's been doing shit, and you've been watching him. So, gotta go out pick up some gear. Where I'm picking up a camera and some lights for the shoot for tomorrow, and yeah, should be good. Also gotta pick up some craft services, some more just drinks and stuff like that. But which reminds me, I need to get a cooler. I'll do that later. All right, yeah, I'm just on the way picking up stuff, so bring you guys along with, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's gonna go great. I need the key. That's the thing with the push start ones. You need the key for them. You can't just push start it without a key. Anyways, oh, what's down there? All right, so I'm here. Picked up the gear. We've got the lights here, and then we've got the camera here. Don't mind. That's my snack. I threw it back here so I wouldn't eat any more. And yeah, so that's all we need to do for gear. Now we just gotta get the drinks for the cocktail setup tomorrow, and yeah, they'll be good with the pickups. I still need to have a conversation with Kyle just to wrap up like the details, like the final details, and then I think we'll be good. I'm sending out a call sheet today, all that stuff. So yeah, just pushing through. All right, what's over there? It's actually me. I'm over here. So I had to get a couple things from the store, Trader Joe's. Got some individual coffees because of COVID. I got some individual, obviously these things are normal for craft stuff, but because of COVID, you know, we have to like, can't be just having these like carriers, like coffee carriers and stuff like that, which we used to have. Like, you know, just one place where you sort of get your coffee from with like cups and stuff like that. Everything's got to be like individually packaged just to make sure that there's no like cross-contamination or people's hands don't go into something. That's a new thing that COVID has brought. Probably a little bit more safe, but anyway, so done with all of the shopping and all of the other stuff. Now I'm going to send the call sheet out when I get back to the house. I actually had a conversation with Kyle, just going over some like small detail stuff. We're going to go over some more of it later on tonight. And then, yeah, I think that should be, we got other stuff to do, so that's not it, but you know, I got to get back. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Hey, what's up there? Then about 2 years ago, we started putting together the company, and started with, you know, like an event, a couple events, and kind of like started like, you know, the ball rolling in that way. Like production is like what we like specialize in. Like that's what we're good at doing. So
basically full editing capability. And
correct.
Since you've done the commercial side before, but then moved into the social side, you have the ability to just transgress between the two.
Yeah, totally. So like doing promotional stuff is like, and like coming up with copy for certain things is like, that's like part of our wheelhouse as well. You can't control what he says, but you can control at least the question and what people understand about the question. So when they do say, he does say something like, damn, what is it? What is he saying? And they start looking at words, whatever, you know. But if they don't understand the question, then like, then they're already lost. Not that everyone is going to be lost, you know, because, you know, you don't want to like dumb it down 100% for the audience, because audiences these days are like a lot smarter, but like, that's just a thought. And we don't even need to really go too crazy with the you know, like the making simple words, but it's just a thought.
Okay, well, you know what? I just put like, I'm just gonna red slash or asterisk that one right now, and I'm really gonna work on that one, and I'm gonna make it more digestible overall.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it more digestible amongst like an average group. So
Okay.
the next one is, what would science say about my ability to speak more concisely and think more clearly when I'm exercising?
Yeah.
I know that we talked a little bit about that.
For the day after the meeting,
Mm-hmm.
because it helps keep shit in line.
Yeah.
And I just know how long I can dedicate to like each task, so that I don't like, I can actually cover all my bases, you know.
Totally.
So yeah.
I'm glad it helps.
Yeah. Thank you.
So we just finished we just finished labeling all of the gear.
Everything. We finished labeling everything.
And then so the next step is going to be to list everything. But we are going to do that a different day. So
At another time.
I've got a couple more things before the night's over, and then we have the shoot tomorrow. So yeah, so there's other things to do and look at and stuff, so it's gonna be great.